Revelation 2207. From the 9th of January 1942. Truth, God desire. The inner urge for truth is the sign that the human being feels that he belongs to God, for as soon as he longs for truth his spirit is active in him and the human being recognizes his origin. He feels that he is the spirit of God's spirit, he feels that he is his creature and longs to return to his Creator and Father from eternity. He who desires the truth has already detached himself from the hostile power whose striving is directed against the truth. Truth is of divine origin, and he who desires to stand in truth seeks to establish the connection with God, who is truth himself. He will abhor everything that does not correspond to truth and only be anxiously concerned not to fall prey to error. He will also shun appearances and everything that could conceal the truth. For the desire for God in him will not allow him to make concessions to the prince of lies. Once he desires God, God's love will not let him fall, and thus it will not tolerate God's adversary seizing people's will and thoughts and thus spreading untruth in the world through them. And thus anyone who strives to come closer to God will inevitably stand in truth and also recognize truth as such, for this is the gift God offers to anyone who desires Him. No wrong thought can arise in a person if he devotes himself intimately to God because he desires God. His thinking will be directed towards the right realization. He can never err, for it is God Himself who sends him the truth, who in a manner of speaking offers himself to the earthly child in the form of knowledge which desires him and the truth. And as soon as the human being stands in truth he also starts to become like God. A person who denies God will never strive for truth, he will have no desire within himself for knowledge and light, nor will he ever occupy himself with thoughts which are related to God. He is not inquisitive and does not want to know the truth. He has no desire for knowledge and therefore no enlightenment can be given to him either. Truth is like a drink of fresh water, clear and refreshing, for truth is a gift from God, and what is from God must be delicious and also have a beneficial and refreshing effect on the human being. But truth also unites the human being with God, because being instructed in truth also means coming ever closer to God, because God and truth are one. And thus the human being need never fear that he will walk in error as long as his striving is directed towards God, for God knows the heart's desire and will not grant error access where truth is striven for and where the human being's will is turned towards God. Amen.